The South African Weather Service has issued a warning for severe floods in areas including Tzaneen, Giyani, Phalaborwa and Thohoyandou. Orange level 9 and 6 warnings have been issued for eastern Limpopo and Mpumalanga. Heavy rains, flooding and travel disruptions are expected. But to give us more details, we're joined by SABC meteorologist Lehlohonolo Thobela, who's in studio. A very good afternoon to you. Welcome.
Good afternoon, and thanks for the opportunity.
It sounds life-threatening, really frightening stuff, just looking at the level 9 and level 6 warnings. Can you explain what these warnings mean in practical terms for residents?
Yeah, so it's mainly disruptive rain that's expected to result in flooding as an impact. So the impacts are significant and severe, which is the orange level 6 and the orange level 9. The orange level 9 is a medium likelihood of severe impacts expected from this disruptive rain that's expected to result in some localized flooding, especially over the low veld all the way to the eastern parts of Limpopo, which will also cover areas around Giyani. We've already seen reports and had measured amounts between 70 to about 100 millimeters of rain since the weekend.
What is the worst, when is the worst of the rainfall expected to occur? As you know, residents who may be listening and hearing Giyani, Phalaborwa, Thohoyandou may be wondering how they should be prepared.
I mean, they should already be prepared because the worst is already happening. It's imminent. So from Sunday into Monday, Monday into Tuesday. So just to give you a backstory, we had orange level 6 on Saturday, improved into a 9 from Sunday into Monday and Tuesday. And we're still expecting more of this disruptive rain further into tomorrow and the day after. So we're still expecting more of this disruptive rain, and you can expect amounts between 70 to up to 200 millimeters of rain that's expected within these days. So we're still going to yet see more of the flooding conditions. Already there are reports of roads closed, especially in the Kruger National Park into Giyani. You're seeing rivers overflowing and people are still traveling. So they must definitely take caution as they travel around those areas.
Is this rainfall linked to any broader weather patterns, or is it something that is common during this time of the year?
Okay, we'll get to the science a bit. There is a low pressure system expected to still be over the southern parts of Mozambique. And with that system being over the area, it's pushing a lot of moisture, which is transported into helping the clouds to remain in the area, especially in the northeastern parts. That's why you're seeing a lot of continuous rain, because it's not only just the low pressure system that's over the southern parts of Mozambique, but we, over most parts of the eastern areas, have a high pressure system that's pushing more of the moisture. So what you need for the rain that we're seeing is enough moisture that is warm, that results in cloudy conditions that straight moves into giving rain continuous for the week. So you have a weather system that's just positioned over most parts of Mozambique. It's just feeding in more and more of the energy that's needed to have rain continuous for the week.
How quickly can these warnings escalate? I mean, you talk about, you know, residents who may be in the Kruger, some people are on holiday, some are traveling back home. What should they be looking out for?
So you speak of escalation in terms of how they're improved from day to day. So it started with the yellow level 2. There was a high likelihood of minor impacts expected in the low veld. That was way on Friday into Saturday, which turned into a 6, and then it moved on to an orange level 9. So the impacts changed from minor to significant and then moved to severe. And what we consider is the area that is covered and how many people will be impacted. Is there travel around that time? And as you see, schools are being open now. Then that adds to the severity of who will be impacted. The more you have a lot of people on the road, the more the impact of the rain and how it gets disruptive. So we're still yet to see that in the days that are coming. And with the system just continuously being in Mozambique, it just keeps on feeding more of the energy that the clouds need to produce more of the rain. So that's how we get to the decision of escalating. And if we can wake up tomorrow to a level 10, and that is basically between what the system does. If the system behaves in a sense that it strengthens and it gives more of the energy into the northeastern parts, we're definitely going to see more of the escalation of the warnings.
As a word of caution to motorists and community members alike, what would you say is the most important thing to look out for, and really just ensure that they're alert at all times?
First things first, heed the warnings. That's as easy as you can start, but next to that, make sure that you're prepared for the travel. If you already know where it will be flooded, try get another route. Because we're seeing a lot of more people trying to drive into these river streams or areas that are over flooded, and you're seeing a lot of people walking around the areas where you're seeing river streams or banks being high in terms of the water depth, and others just, I think, take it into consideration that they can swim and then they're washed away with that. So just make sure that you're safe, and if there isn't any reason for you to travel, don't try your luck.
Some sound advice indeed. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
SABC meteorologist Lehlohonolo Thobela there, giving us a sense of the warnings as the South African Weather Service has issued a level 9 and level 6 warnings for the eastern Limpopo and Mpumalanga areas.